So, welcome to the Trinity Business and Alumni video interview series. I'm delighted to be here with Governor Patrick Honohan in the Central Bank. Patrick, thank you very much for taking the time out to meet the Trinity Business Alumni.
My pleasure.
We know you have a busy schedule. So you're in the job 4 years, or over 4 months actually.
4 months.
4 months, I beg your pardon. Since you've taken on the position, how have you found the job and what's been different than you expected?
It's a very exciting and varied job. I was trying to think in Trinity context, having come from Trinity, from being a professor in Trinity, well, what's the contrast? And okay, it's meetings rather than lectures. It's reading more than writing,
right?
And it's far more meetings than reading.
Sure.
So it's just one meeting after another unless you control it. So you have to say no to a lot of people who'd like to come and express their points of view, make their propositions. You just have to try and leave some space for thinking and reading and getting on with it.
Well, we appreciate you meeting us today. Tell us about the role of the Governor of the Central Bank. What are the responsibilities?
I pick out 3 big things. A third of my time is taken dealing with monetary policy, the European Central Bank. We meet twice a month in Frankfurt. It takes 2 days out of my time and preparing for that. That's something that people don't realise. We are very much part of the Eurozone and contributing to all those functions that make the Eurozone work. Central Bank also looks after prudential regulation and consumer protection regulation. Prudential regulation is being expanded a lot now, repositioned, given the experience that we had in the last few years. That's another big function. A lot of people working on that. Another important area, is advice to the government and to the general public based on economic analysis that we do here, and so that's something that I pay a lot of attention to. There are lots and lots of other things that the central bank does that I don't get involved in on a hands-on basis. Payment system, banknotes, coins, all of these things work like clockwork.
Sure.
Unfortunately, I don't have to get involved.
Sure. Great. So looking forward, what are your priorities for the next 12 months?
Okay, well, number one, we're really in the middle of the restructuring of the banks, refocusing the banks, recapitalizing, all of that. That's a huge priority, number one priority. And then it's very important to consolidate the reputation of this newly integrated institution. It used to be scattered in different roles, regulation and banking separate. We're now a fully integrated institution. And I think the other important priority is communicating the needs of what needs to be done to restore economic stability in Ireland. So those would be the 3 I'd pick out.
Great, thank you. And looking ahead, there's a lot of talk about recovery now. As a country, Patrick, what do you think we really need to get right to sustain that recovery?
Fix the banks, fix the budget, realign wage competitiveness, provide the supports necessary to cushion those that have been really badly hit by the downturn, so that they can get back into productive employment as quickly as possible.
Terrific. How can a business alumni help? I mean, what role could a business alumni play?
You said you were going to ask me this, so it's a tough question because there's so many different diverse people. But I would say particularly to the alumni that are not living here in Ireland, don't forget the propensity of Irish commentators and for us all of self-criticism. Other countries have had their problems as well. Maybe we talk about it more than others, and let's not talk ourselves down too much. Let's recognise, or if we do talk ourselves down, let's recognise that we're doing that and that there's a lot of good out there.
Great. Governor Patrick Honohan, thank you very much for meeting the Trinity Business Alumni. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.